Hey everybody, I'm back. Part four. Was that part eight? Part four. Part four of four NFT Never Fade Trinkets short little video series. We just want to introduce people to the brand, to the company. I think Katrina here is doing amazing things, and she is like alien, intergalactic, way out there with her forward-thinking thoughts in this space. And I'm humbled to be brought into it. If there's an artist out there, Katrina, if there's a company out there, if there's somebody, they finally decided, yes, I should try it. I want to do NFT. What's up? What's the process? What's the step? Could they come to you?
Yeah, of course. You could come to NFTrinkets and we can work together to one, create an NFT, two, decide utility, three, post it. We can do the whole step process for you. Uh, Marketing, we would be a part of the marketing um, to help get your project that you're, essentially putting on through us off onto its feet. But I mean, there are also ways to do it by yourself, which is always an option. Uh, just research. We'll probably even be teaching how to do things on your own if that's what you choose to do. We're here to educate and collaborate if that's what we want to do.
So I love that. It's set up to where I can come to you and say, look, I know enough to where I think I can do it myself, and I can hire you as a consultant. You teach me my next little few steps, and then I go on about my way. Or I could just watch a bunch of YouTube videos and just do it. Or I can come to you and say, look, I know nothing about this, but I know I love this space. It's interesting. I'm intrigued. Here's my idea. What could we do? And then you take it from design to concept to minting it to marketing this thing to selling it. And basically, I think the one thing most people should understand is you don't own, Never Fade Trinkets does not own anybody's artwork. It's creating a marketing campaign using an NFT blockchain platform to sell. It's basically a new stream of income to supplement what you're already doing. So you're already marketing, you're already selling, you're already using certain platforms. This is just a new stream of income in the form of NFT. Is that correct?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. What kind of a question or concern do you think an artist would have before they start the process, before they onboard? What do you think they're going to be like concerned with? What's the pain point for them?
Um, what I see in the space already is people have these NFTs they want to sell, and they think that theirs is unique, which it likely is unique, but they can't get eyes on their project, and so they're not selling the way other projects are selling. So maybe the reason for that is lack of utility within the NFTs itself. Maybe it's literally just a picture, and people are like, I don't want just a picture. I want a picture that has some utility to it. Like there's a game that I can use this NFT on for some, like I think it's called Bored Ape. There's actually a game associated with the NFTs, which is why they're selling for ridiculous amounts of money.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Well, that's a good point. It's like there's always a phase in business. There's always, this arc that we're going through. Maybe people now are beyond just the picture phase of the NFT. They want that utility. They want something more. And
right, because beyond the very initial images, because they were the first, that's why they're going to be
right.
so important and so rare and expensive in the future, because they were the first years or two of NFTs. Those are going to be expensive in my opinion. But
Yeah.
after that, we're going to need utility. We're going to need things that aren't just going to be, oh yeah, it's a 5-year-old NFT, it was made 5 years ago, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, that's great. This is the stuff that Never Fade Trinkets could do with the client is let's understand the value that you are adding to this community. And it's not just talking about, oh, there's value added. No, the point of anything we are creating, these NFTs, is to save somebody's time in doing something else, is to improve their life in some way, is to give them a leg up in something. And that's where the utility is going to come in, where we can work with them to really create that thing. And the people with their own companies and brands, and they know their own customers, they know their own market better than we would ever know them. This is where we need to really serve that niche market with these NFTs is, what do you think your people want? Don't do what you think the whole internet wants. Do
Right.
what you think your little group of 20 or 30 friends or 100 friends want. What are they asking for? Ask them what they want. Like this, that's what's so cool about NFTs. You can be so niche and so specific toward, you could talk to somebody directly. I love that. Starting this process, what's the cost? Is it like cost $10,000, $100,000? Is this really expensive to get started?
I don't think I would say it's expensive. Um, I think the most expensive part of it would be if you choose a platform slash cryptocurrency network that has high fees. So when it comes to posting each NFT, you would have to pay a fee for each NFT you post up for sale. There are ways of getting around that with, was it called free minting? Is that what it was called?
Mm-hmm.
Where you can essentially put the cost of minting off to the customer. Uh, we aren't big fans of that, but there are certain platforms that would require that. But
Well, that's great too for a content creator who's strapped for cash, because they can put the art up there, and if somebody wants to purchase it at that time when they click the purchase, that's when that art gets minted, and the purchaser pays for that price, and the content creator saves that money.
right,
So cool
yeah,
solution.
but there are other networks that are cheaper. So like I've heard of there's like there's Solana options now on
Mhm.
OpenSea, which I would assume don't have the crazy Ethereum fees. Stuff like that is being integrated to where there will be a lot more options, and the starting fees, the posting fees essentially that I think are the most expensive part, would be lessened.
Well, that's also the benefit of doing business with somebody like Never Fade Trinkets. The artist doesn't have any upfront costs. They come in, we cover we're covering the 3D creation, we're creating the NFT minting, we're the ones doing the marketing, and then it's a split basically on the sales. And a lot of people don't understand that this process requires a team. This process is going to require different people doing different things. How many hours have you spent creating gnomes?
A lot.
You guys might not know this, but Katrina is currently uh, creating 3D trinkets and doing the animation portion, being the graphic designer, being the graphic artist, being the animator, really doing this, really learning this. She's a vert pusher. She's pushing verts all day. And it takes hours and hours and hours and hours of life. She can't be doing this business development side or the other parts of the business. So just like you can't do every part of it, you do need a team. You do need competent people. You do need advisors. You do need consultants. You need people working around you that are generally moving in the same direction as you. So that's what Never Fade Trinkets does very well for the creative community.
Yeah, and
They're that little
what
hub.
you see with any project is that people have trouble marketing and getting their name out there. So
Yeah.
yeah, having a team that knows the marketing in itself, I mean, it would pay for itself to be a
See,
part of
that's
this kind of
interesting.
team.
This video is about starting the process, but in starting the process, we're talking about already selling, like the marketing part of it. That's the first step. And that is our approach. We're not just creating something to be cool. We're like, well, could this be sold? Is there a demand for this? Is there a market for this? Do people want this? That that is going to separate Never Fade Trinkets from a lot of different companies. The approach, the sound, fair approach to business behind it, of what does the external environment look like? It's not just randomly creating something cool and hoping somebody buys it. We're really taking a business approach to how to sell these Never Fade Trinkets.
Right.
Man, this is too much good stuff. I really appreciate it. Video 4 of 4. Hopefully people learn something, and please feel free to inbox us and ask us about any of these stuff. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.